Do you want an easy life? Don't be Jewish.
Martin
it's
in
not
Dayton,
for you.
Ohio said, so you're telling him just don't be
Don't
convert.
Oh, where's a good city to be Jewish? I don't know. Go to the history book. What's a good year to be Jewish? 2 years ago. October 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Have you ever had a question you wanted to ask the opposite race but you were too nervous to ask?
I'm Turner Sparks.
And I'm Phil Duckett.
And this is Black and White Advice.
Where we answer all your questions about race, even the scary ones.
This is Black and White Advice.
You've got a question, but you're scared to ask. Just drop the boys a message, cause they're up to the task. They're rolling the dice, they ain't always nice, but you can't think twice and get it. Black and White Advice. Black and White Advice.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. My name's Turner Sparks.
Phil Duckett, motherfuckers. How we doing?
We got Joe, the Muscle Russell, on the ones and twos, spinning the dial, switching the knobs. How you doing, Joe?
Good, guys. Doing great.
What?
Oh, he
What?
came in his regular voice. Attaboy, Joe.
Did we get you too early? Normally, Joe gives us like a Rush Limbaugh impression.
I'm so glad that's
I
done.
missed
Or a Bill Cosby
Yeah.
impression.
Yeah, we did. The
Take
Bill
it
Cosby was
back.
good.
He's on the cutting edge of comedy, Joe.
To
is.
when the world was better.
Just try it again, Joe. Joe, how you doing?
I'm George W. Bush. Terrorists are evil people.
I'll take George.
Fantastic, everybody. I got news before we get to our guests. We got we're $50 away now from hitting our Patreon goal.
It's only been 3 years, so we
3
appreciate
years.
it.
It's been 6. We didn't start Patreon until January, so it's actually been
okay.
3 months.
Okay, that's pretty good
months.
then. It's a good pace.
4 months. Yeah.
That's a good pace.
And we're trying to, once we get to $250 a month in Patreon subscriptions, we're taking Phil to his first punk rock concert. He's going to go mosh in the mosh pit and stage dive, and we're filming
If
the
you
whole
have
thing
any suggestions
and putting it
on
out.
people that let you stage dive, because apparently the last place Turner looked, they said no stage diving would be allowed
I
whatsoever.
got tickets to see the Queers in a few weeks.
I wasn't going to that show either way.
Phil
but,
wasn't interested.
I wasn't going to that
I'm going to
show.
see the Queers. But then this band has been around since the 80s, like 84.
That's
These are
the,
old
that's
school.
the cross-dressing team, right?
No. That's the New York Dolls. The Queers don't cross dress. They just try to bait people into thinking. In the 80s, they would bait
It's a lot of gay shit going on
They
in
would
punk
bait
rock.
homophobes into thinking they were gay so they could fight them.
Who's baiting people into thinking they're gay?
Well, you name yourself the Queers. I think they're going to show up.
That is a wild
Anyway,
thing.
point is, they sent an email like a week ago, not them, the venue, saying like absolutely no stage diving. There's with lawsuits. Punk rock has gone incredibly soft.
There's an HR department for
There's
punk
an
rock
HR
now.
department. Yeah. So we'll have to find a new concert for you because we need you to stage dive.
Yeah, I want to stay. That's my whole thing. That's the reason I'm
We're
going.
$50 away. That means if 5 of you throw in $10, we have a $20 option. 2.5 of you throw in $20. We'll be there next week.
Keep doing different math with $50.
If 10 of you throw in $5, if 50 of you throw in $1,
225s.
Two-
If 100 people.
I can make
50
change
cents.
however you want. We can do it however you need it.
Just 50 bones.
Also, a couple updates from our Patreon subscribers. I like to shout them out. Sam Michael in Bangkok, he heard you say recently that you want to go to Bangkok, says one time, or at some point soon. He says, Phil said he wants to come here. I'm sure the comedy club Bangkok, which I guess is the name of the club, would host a show. I'd be happy to show him around, and he would have a very good time.
That sounds like a setup, but I'm down.
There you go.
I'm checking Adam's apples, tell you that.
Sam Michael, we'll take you around. Gretchen Evans says naked swimming. This is from the one. So Joe told us a few weeks ago that he swears when his dad was in high school in Buffalo, New York, in gym class, you swam naked.
That's what Joe said. His father's like in public school. They didn't have swimsuits. So
I
they
buy
swim
it.
naked.
Did they also molest you?
That's what I said. There was some
Yeah.
That was not one of the rules. That was a gym teacher. Like, I want to see them all.
I went to Catholic school. You didn't swim naked. And you're telling just public school America?
My father swam naked. His father swam naked.
Where is this?
Outside of Buffalo. It's a Buffalo thing.
Okay.
It's a buffalo.
It's a
thing.
buffalo. Relax. That should be the T-shirt.
Chicken wings and swimming naked.
Women naked as 14-year-olds.
buffalo thing.
Anyway, Gretchen Evans, our Patreon subscriber, another shout out, says naked swimming for gym class was definitely a thing. My dad's high school in Des Moines, Iowa had the same thing. He was in high school in the 1960s.
Wow, Iowa. It's an Iowa thing.
This is so terrifying.
I do not think
there's
this
a
is
lot of
California
trauma
thing.
that needs to be unpacked in the boomer generation.
Or this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. If like
a
lawyer,
class action.
If any lawyer should take this on, you could get bazillions of dollars out of the U.S. government,
For sure.
right?
Can we go after the church first?
You're never going to get the church. And the
come
Pope
on.
just died. They're untouchable.
Yeah, he's dead. What are you going to do with him?
They're saying there might be a black Pope, guys. Is the world ready? Yes, he's one of the top contestants. He's from Congo. I said,
Really?
They are not ready for a black Pope.
I don't
They are not ready for it. I'm telling you. They're not.
Wait, let's introduce our guest. But I want to start talking about this. Esther Steinberg, everybody. Welcome to the
Hi,
show.
thank
Esther
you.
Steinberg has a new comedy special out called Schmear Campaign.
Yes.
I watched it. It's absolutely hilarious.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Thanks for watching.
How does our viewing listening audience go watch the show? Go watch Schmear Campaign.
Oh, watch Smear Campaign. Do I have to?
What's it on?
Oh, it's on Amazon and Apple. Right now there's a paywall, and then eventually it'll be down. Oh, it's so annoying. Right. I like to say everything's free, but the thing is, I'm expensive.
Hey.
Yeah, no, we should be getting paid for what we all do.
Right? No, I got paid.
Oh, you got paid.
So now
Oh, then who cares?
I got
Yeah, who
paid,
cares?
and then other people have to pay.
So Bezos owes you money? Or,
It's comedy. It's
or you owe
it's-
him?
No, I got it. I don't. No one owes me anything.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I get the money before we.
Oh, look at you.
I'm not. No, it's just that I'm not free. And by the way, it's like $2.99 or $4.99, and it is very worth it. It's much cheaper than going to a comedy club. Don't support live comedy.
Do not listen to that. I'm fighting for my life. Come to the shows.
I'm just joking.
Do not. Well, we shut down a small business last week, so this show is all about just ending things.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, my
it's the
barbershop
opposite.
gave me a bad haircut, so I called him out on the show and told everyone.
I didn't
don't go
want to
there.
say anything.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's the worst haircut I've ever had in my
It's
life.
good that you know.
Yeah, it's the guy was obsessed. He's from Uzbekistan, and there's I don't know if there's a civil war. He's very upset, so he gave me a bad haircut. Anyway, let's get back to the Black Pope.
Well, I like that he has war and things, and you're like, my hair doesn't look glamorous.
I demand a good
Yeah,
haircut.
yeah.
That's fair.
He's like,
This is my moneymaker. That's
Yeah.
what I do for a living.
you have to have you walk in and you're like, make me a Republican senator's son now.
Yes. I'm not getting a
I gotta see
smear.
that.
I'm not getting a special off of it. No Amazon.
You could.
You have to just change everything. You have to approach the world. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Be Republican,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Yeah, he's Republican. They'll vote for you." And be like, "I'm a Republican senator," and then suddenly go rogue, suddenly turn, and everyone's like, "Holy shit!
I like how
that
the-
Republican senator's off the rails."
I like how I just say I'm a Republican senator and no
Yes.
one will Google.
Yeah, no.
They'll go, I guess
You got the look.
You got the look.
right.
It's the face.
I could be a state senator. Maybe I'll say that. No one will look
You're
that up.
a district
Comptroller
representative
or something.
but Republican.
Yeah, okay. Sure, why not?
But not
Listen, you got to make
not
a
a
living.
radical Republican, just a church guy.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of men's stuff, your dad.
Oh,
right, so
dads
this new
are the
special-
ultimate men
Wait,
stuff.
your new comedy special is about your dad.
Yes.
A lot of it's about your dad. Your dad. I'm trying to remember the story. Did he own a Hooters when you were growing up?
So
or a strip club
in
Tampa,
Tampa's
Florida?
famous for like a couple of trashy strip clubs. One
Yeah.
is called 2001 Odyssey, supposed to be futuristic, built in like the 80s. Obviously, now it's not
Futuristic strip
futuristic. There's a spaceship where you
It's like
get
Space
AIDS.
Mountain Strip Club.
I like that.
So there's all these strip clubs that are famously gross
Yeah.
and popular. And so my dad in 1990 opened up a bagel shop right by the strip clubs, and he had like the strippers who were stripping at night would come and serve bagels at this bagel shop.
He was pimping, is what you're saying.
He's
Pimping is the word we're looking for. They worked at the strip club and they're like,
there's
got the
ways
shit.
to see things, right? You could be like, oh, bagel pimp. Maybe you're right. But then you could also be like, well, he was taking there was sex workers and strippers on the street. He's bringing it in, giving them a nice place to serve.
Suck dick.
But they were like tatted up and they didn't have teeth. I mean, these are Tampa strippers. And like they were wearing lingerie and the business didn't go well.
They were wearing lingerie at the bagel shop.
It was called the bagel.
It was pimping. We put a roof over their head so they didn't have to fuck outside.
Was this at like 7 a.m.?
I think so. It was called the Bagel Boudoir.
A little early.
I'm telling you.
Bagel Boudoir. Come on. Breakfast Hooters. That would do great.
That was the idea. Breakfast Hooters?
Kind of. Like Hooters had popped up and it started in Florida in like Clearwater. I think that like Outback Steakhouse started from people just liking Crocodile Dundee.
Sure.
Not a joke.
Yeah.
And then... And then he was like, well, I'll do like strippers serving bagels. Bagel Boudoir. It was French.
That was the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was kind of like a Moulin Rouge type thing? Yeah.
You know, I was...
picked the number 9.
I was 0. I don't have a lot of like memory, but it was a big... My mom really was mad about it because she had 3 daughters and I had just been born, and he's doing this thing and she was mad.
But his idea was they need somewhere to go during the day.
His idea was, let's sell bagels with boobs. Let's take strippers.
And they were dressed like strippers.
They were in lingerie, teabags, as my mom called it.
Buddy, I'm telling you.
Really?
The whale tails.
They were in G-strings?
Yeah.
At 7 a.m.?
This is literally pimping. And I'm not mad at it, but I'm like, it was a cover. And he was like, what? They're cash register workers, but you get the number 9 and you got a little extra.
The important part is that, no, only gross dudes, right? So
yeah. So it's your market.
It closed
just
because...
from a straight business perspective, it becomes small, like breakfast.
It ended. It was
your way to
over.
work.
It did not last. It didn't last very long. Okay.
I'd love to know how many years he made it, though, because I'm not going to lie. I like that.
Oh, one?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
They made eggs in the microwave, and that was the problem.
That's what it... You can't have bad strippers and bad food. Like you said, they had no teeth and we're doing microwaved eggs. No, we can't do that.
So it didn't last, but then cut to, I'm in middle school and my dad's running for office and he's a lawyer and he hasn't done any pimping in a long time. And they do smear ads on like, first of all, it was a very evangelical Christian area. They were very Republican. They wanted creation, not evolution. This is the Florida, Tampa, where I grew up.
And your dad's from Israel?
No. My dad's like a American from Tampa, but he's a liberal. He's a Democrat. He wants to help people who need help. He's a Social Security, Disability, and Veterans Affairs lawyer. So he helps the people who are so helpless. So, like schizophrenic people, they are the most helpless. He gets them a check. That's what his job is. So he's a good guy, and there's a lot that he wanted to add to the conversation about Social Security and things like that. So he ran, and the whole family was like canvassing, wearing the T-shirts and all that. And then when he lost, I was like pretty devastated. And they would put ads that are like, "Michael, don't vote for Michael Steinberg. You know, he's a bagel pimp."
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, because of the bagel pimping days.
You know they're going to find everything.
Yeah, it's hard to
run
away from that.
He was smeared with all that. And I, of course...
Oh! The name of the special.
Yeah.
Smeared. Yeah.
There you go. We've spoiled the whole special.
Smeared on those bagels, huh?
No, but it's just such a weird... And then I was really devastated about like the loss because I was, I guess, under the impression that we were going to work hard and sign petitions, and the other guy running was, you know, shitty.
Yeah.
And we were like, we're going to win. We were out there with signs and T-shirts, and like, I guess I was in 6th grade, so I had high hopes.
Yeah.
I've adjusted my expectations.
You didn't know that politics was corrupt. You thought it was a fair fight.
I didn't realize that it was the worst, and no one good wins ever.
Yeah.
Winning is inherently you're evil.
So in politics, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the most evil wins. Yeah.
Even running is kind of like
evil,
a little odd.
Oh, I'm going for your kids, everything.
That's a good platform for you. If
running
you're like,
is odd.
Most people running is odd, but me running feels good.
I'm on your side.
Yeah. I would vote for you.
I have no political beliefs one way or the other. Whatever people want, I'll say yes. That's actually a good politician.
You think so? Whatever people want, you'll say yes.
Those are the ones who win. You can't. What are
please
they called?
everybody.
You have to just hit the hot buttons.
try.
You want to pay teachers and first responders, and that's it. That's all you have to
veterans,
say.
Give it up for the troops.
Yes, you're like, I want to do
Whenever you're bombing on the road, you
good
give it up
stuff.
for the troops.
Oh, I just go, do you love your city? Clap it up if you just...
Everybody, let's just pause. Let's round
How
applause
much
for
do
the
you
wait
love your
staff
city?
and give it up for the troops.
Wow.
You've never given it up for the troops?
I have not given it up for the
I
troops.
actually have either.
I've
seen
never.
people do it. You've never seen people
That'd
do
be
it?
weird if you did
Yeah,
it.
I mean, now that I'm thinking, no, on the road, I think if they're bombing, they just stay in the shit. I don't think the troops
I saw
would say-
one guy.
Don't drag our military into your bomb.
Have
There's
some
enough
respect.
bombs. They're
Right.
dealing with enough bombs.
I saw one guy on the road. This is the best thing I've ever seen. He goes, he's bombing, and he goes, all right, everybody, can we just pause for a second and just take a deep breath and let's give it up for the troops. And everyone's like, yeah, they start clapping. And he goes, all right, now let's give it up for the American ones. And they're like, bah! We're back to bombing. We will be right back, everybody, with your black and white advice, questions, and answers.
Hey, you want to get bonus content, early episodes, and have your questions answered on the show?
Well, then subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/blackandwhiteadvice and subscribe right now.
Do it, and we'll give you a shout out on a future episode.
And I might call you the N-word.
All right, we're back. First question comes from Michael in Long Island City, New York. Oh, by the way, Esther, so we saved up all the questions that we thought might relate to you. We've been doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've been holding on to these. So this is
It's all Nazi stuff.
It's all Nazi questions.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It says, Michael, Long Island City, New York. I'm Jewish. My kids are 6 and 8. My main goal in life is to keep them in school. This is because you're a parent. This is why we did this one. My main goal in life is to keep them in school so I don't have to deal with them. But the New York City school system has made that impossible. In the interest of recognizing every religion and race equally, my kids get off school for Rosh Hashanah, Diwali, twice for Ramadan, Christmas, Juneteenth, Chinese New Year, even Columbus Day and Veterans Day, plus spring break and midwinter break. I have to deal with them at home at least once a week for 10 months. How can I make my kids stay in school for all these holidays while not looking like a bigot when I propose this at next week's PTA meeting? And then he says, thanks in advance. I think based off the thanks in advance conversation we had in the past. Anyway, question is, how does this guy get out of this? So I did look it up. It's true. These kids go to school. They get off for like we used to just get, I don't know what, winter break, Christmas break.
My kids go to
called.
a Jewish school, and it's like they give us a list of the days they have school instead of the days they don't.
Okay, yeah. And it's like 10 months. The school's year is now 10 months. I think because they get all these breaks in the middle. Ours is 9 months. We had a 3-month summer. Now summer's 2 months.
It's just like that. And then there's the Mondays. Every Monday is a president's or
something.
There's no school. It's actually horrible. And then your kids are always sick when there is school.
What do you do if you have like a 9-to-5 job?
You need a grandparent. You need to not have kids.
Or
you
you
need a
have to
time
nanny.
machine.
Yeah. A time machine to go back to the 90s.
To go back to
When there was,
when
like,
women
3.
would stay home with the kids.
Yes. Maybe that's the answer.
I think get them a job.
Get the 6 and 8
Put
year
them
olds.
to work.
They need to be doing something. I have an idea. What about this? What if he proposes that you only take off your own holiday? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think that's what most people do.
So if you're Jewish, you get off.
Get a note
Yeah, why you
from
wouldn't
your.
go to, you wouldn't
Why are
take
you getting off for
Ramadan?
Get a note from your
Yeah.
priest that says Billy's not coming to school today.
Billy's not coming to school.
Billy's
Observe
with
your holiday.
Billy's
Yeah.
with us.
I mean,
Why do your kid need Veterans Day? There's not a single kid who's a veteran.
Yeah. Hell, we don't even get off for
Oh,
Veterans
you
Day.
don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah, they're sending them to
Child
war.
soldiers.
Now there's a place for kids during holidays.
Congo.
War.
Maybe if we get the Congo Pope.
No, there's camps. They have.
Get the child soldiers. We'll get off for Veterans Day.
You have to like.
Give
You
it
have
up for
to
the child
pay. Yeah.
That would be great.
And while we're out at the horrible traffic,
Give it up for the troops in the Congo.
human
No nation.
the human traffic. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, but shouldn't that be the thing? Why you just
They
take
have
off
camp. They
whatever
have
you?
We've become
Sometimes
too
people
liberal
will
where
charge you.
people are afraid of looking racist or anti-Semitic, so people are nervous. So they're like, "Well, we'll just show respect
Just
to everything."
everybody gets
but
off.
nobody thinks
What
like
is
that.
Diwali? Is that an Indian?
Oh, gotta be.
Is it
They're
like
also
their
I don't know
water
but
festivals and-
I don't know anything outside my own culture. But I
Why should you?
no, I don't know what Diwali is, but I think that they're saving money. I really think like teachers aren't coming to school. They're happy. What do you think? Teachers are like, no, we need more school. They don't want to be there.
I celebrate Diwali every year. This is offensive to my
Teachers will celebrate anything that gets them out of
That's
school.
what I mean.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
the idea that you're not putting the AC on or the heat on, like you're saving electricity that day. You're just saving.
So schools are broke.
Oh,
schools
I
are
see.
broke.
the breakfast and the lunch that they're Yeah.
So is it
you
the
got to
same
get
in
them
Vegas?
into camp.
Do
What?
your kids get all these holidays?
My kids go to a Jewish school, so they have
yeah.
a billion trillion Jewish holidays. Weird holidays that you don't even know. There's like an Arbor Day for trees.
That was for like.
There's Passover.
Arbor's for the trees. You got to celebrate the
I
trees.
know what Arbor Day is, but I don't know anybody in America who celebrates.
Lag BaOmer is called. It's like for trees. It's a Jewish thing celebrating. Let's plant a tree. There's a Holocaust Remembrance Day. There's random stuff that you're off at Jewish school more than I feel like any. It's just so many off. And also, whatever, you have to get them into camp, or you have to quit your job. You have to give up on your dreams. Like you signed this contract.
Yeah, it was like you're a parent.
When you jizzed inside of a woman, you signed up to have your entire dream stepped on.
You're really preaching today, buddy. I'm living it right
Phil has a
now.
1-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
I love it when male comedians show me a picture of their daughters. I always go, "Oh my God, she's so young. She's way too young for you."
She is the greatest thing that ever happened to me, but boy, is this shit hard. Wow. I really
Well, it
fucked
gets
up.
harder.
Really?
Yeah. Love my daughter, but wow, definitely could have held off like I thought till 45.
You got to think about it where people are going to have to. You're going to wipe a baby's ass for like 3 years or something, but then you're going to get really old. Turner doesn't know this.
And daughters take care of their fathers.
So you're going to need your ass wiped for much longer than 3 years.
No, I put that in my will. When I can't wipe my own ass, it's time to pull the plug. I will never wear a Depend. Take me out of here.
Seriously?
Yeah. You think I'm going to
Don't
have my
say it.
knees pinned beside my ears and let somebody wipe me? Get
You
the
did
fuck out.
your first 3 years of life.
That's
someone did.
different. But once you're 70, these are grown men
Wait,
shit.
Let's hope
70s.
not
I
70.
don't think it's 70.
You're
like
running
90.
marathons. 90.
Yeah. It's much older than 70.
Okay.
Donald Trump can't wipe his own butt.
That's true.
He needs nurses.
I'll wipe
So-
your butt. I'll wipe your butt, Phil.
Oh.
Hey.
You know what?
Well, you have a
Pull the
daughter.
plug now.
He has a daughter.
If that's what my future looks like, let's get me out of here now.
But you're going to have someone looking after you and caring for you more. You're going to get more out of it
Yeah.
in your lifetime.
I genuinely do love being a father. Now, the person I made it with, she's become a different person. So that's where the fucking headache comes in.
She got fat.
I wish.
What's wrong?
Well,
We're like-
now what isn't
boy.
wrong?
Oh, boy.
I'm
boy.
not the same person.
Can I play the part of your lawyer? You shouldn't say any of this on the air.
You're
No,
right.
there's
You're
an
right.
adju-
You're right. I
there's-
should not say any of
Well,
this.
cut it.
There's
There's an
stuff
adjustment period. I think you become a parent, you have a child. It really rocks you, and then it doesn't get easier. You get better.
And I am
Like
buddy.
stand-up comedy.
I am.
Your first year in stand-up comedy, you weren't good.
Right.
But now it's not like it's easier to do
But you
comedy.
just know what you're doing.
You're much better.
Right.
So one day you're just going to be like, keys, this, in the car, seatbelt, snacks, tissue, Tylenol, and you're like
Nice.
ready to go.
Daily Tylenol.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're just like, she like coughs, you're like, boom,
NyQuil,
tissue.
comatose.
Oh, every time.
She's like, daddy, you're like, boom, bagel.
Every time I think she's choking, I panic. I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
You got it. I hate little babies. They're
Yeah.
fragile and like
Scares me.
snot coming out of their nose. Right now, I like a sassy 4-year-old that's like, I'll say anything. The sky is blue. No, it's not. Oh. Oh, it's not? Because it is. And like I will get into it with my 4-year-old. He defies everything I say. No, it's not. And now I'm talking to a 4-year-old and I'm like, I'll Google it.
The full-on
You can't
debate
even
with a
read.
4-year-old
Oh yeah, and I'm enraged and it's fun.
driving
does
around.
sound fun. That does sound fun.
Just a
We're
sassy
just
dummy.
Now walking. We're just now walking. So I'm nervous about everything.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Ugh, my kids, they hit their head, I'd say 50 times a day. They're injured.
Yeah.
I got an email that my kid got injured at school. Every day is an injury. You have to be okay with the fact that your kids are going to really get banged up. Every day is going to be an injury.
And you guys are both comedians.
Yeah. And so I want my kids to do jokes. I teach them jokes and comedy, and I go, tell it again. Tell it again. Tell that joke
You're like
again.
Joe Jackson.
No, because then, listen, he's going to be like, Mom, I don't want to do comedy.
Scared
be
straight
a
for
lawyer.
comedy.
Fine, be successful if you
Fine, be an investment banker. See if I care.
Defy your parents' wishes.
Reverse psychology
Yes,
is amazing.
we're like, you were born into an artist family, and you're going to stay a broke artist. And he's like, I just want to take money and make money with that money and take money. and
Imagine
make
it
money.
backfires. He's like, okay, so I'm not going to school anymore. You're like, whoa, hold on, let's dial it back.
He's not going to school. It's a Jewish school. It's too many holidays.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Literally never in school.
So the advice is just deal with it, basically.
Well, find someone to do it for you, or put him to work.
Yeah, put them to work's a good idea.
And don't most of y'all have money, so just get a nanny.
I won't do a nanny. I don't want my husband cheating on me with a nanny.
See, you're thinking about the wrong shit.
No, I have friends. I have a friend who's a nanny, but the wife picks. It's always like
Oh, I
Because you
say-
know, if I'm picking the nanny, I'm like, she was an ex-playmate.
no. It's always like a 60-year-old grandma.
No, I asked for an obese nanny, and then
Yeah.
my husband said he wants to start a company called Obese Au Pairs.
Brilliant
That is
idea.
absolutely.
But then you hear this guy, I
He was
like
like,
it.
I like
babe.
it. I like a little cellulite in my maid outfit.
Well, but you can divide it racially, you know. For the white guys, it could be obese au pairs. And for the black guys, it could be
Because
But
you
I
know, white,
said I-
white
skinny-
dudes are scared.
too
of
skinny to,
something.
I
to
didn't-
clean or something.
I always say that I did not have a child for like a Jamaican woman to raise my child. That's not the reason I had kids. And then I told someone that, and they go, I heard Filipinos were the best. And I was like, all right.
The Jamaican ladies are the best.
I mean, if I wanted someone to care for my kid, yes, Jamaican lady, Filipino lady, they're brilliant, they're amazing, they're loving, they're tender, they have 10,000 hours of experience. I don't at the beginning, but that's not why I had kids to. I'm trying to build the next generation of men.
Look at you.
I have 2 of them.
And I'm proud.
And
to be
I
an
look at the world and I
American.
go, ooh, all this is fucked up. Men are bad. I don't know if men are bad or good, but like can I just take a shot at
The
this?
two that you
There
have
you
are
go.
going to be good.
They have to
Plus,
be.
there's no Jamaicans in Vegas, are there?
No, but
Yeah.
there's no nanny. We've never had a nanny ever.
Look at you.
And I'm alive to talk about
How
it.
do you both go on the road with there's no
One at a time, or we don't do the road. That's why Vegas is the road.
Okay.
So the road is 25 minutes from our house. So we do the road. It's like a cruise ship. Vegas has a new batch of fat Americans every minute.
Yeah, just slopping their way
Fat
down to the
Americans.
M&M store.
Yeah, they're just scooting their way in. And they just come, they play the slots, they watch some comedy.
Did I
Yeah.
say anything bad about my baby mama? It's going to need to be edited out.
No, I stopped you.
Thank God.
Yeah, you're good.
I was like, I don't think I signed those papers.
He
yet.
wants to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
a
yeah.
father. We love children.
Yeah.
So
no, you didn't say
it's
anything.
fine. It's not live.
Yeah, we can also double check, but you didn't.
Okay.
I got
I
you.
am
got you.
I think I
obsessed.
kept it pretty clean.
I
Like,
was
you know.
miserable. 0 to 1 was like, I was miserable.
How was your marriage? Did you and your husband, like, were y'all at odds? Like, did you look at him differently?
No, he was really in it to win it. He's like a trophy. He gets like a Olympic medal for being a dad. Nice. He will, if you come to Vegas, hang out with my husband and then he'll just inspire every father to be a better father. He's the best.
Wow. What a great marriage.
He's the best father. The kids are in love with him. My 2 sons are like, daddy, 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 daddy. And I'm like, what happened to Jewish boys being in love with their mom? And they're like, daddy, 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 daddy.
Solid.
But he also plays with them.
Oh yeah. We got to play every time.
If a mom plays with their kids are like, thanks, mom. But when a dad
With boys.
wrestles, boys or girls,
Yeah.
a mom nurtures. She holds, she hugs, you have a boo-boo, let me kiss it. A dad's role, literally like biological, a dad prepares a child for the real world. You rough them up, like sling the words, mess them up, tease them. I don't know what it is, but they have to wrestle them and prepare them for the world. And a mom just goes, come here, sweetie. And then when a gay marriage happens and they have a kid, one of them biologically takes on that role and the other one takes on the other role.
Is that true?
Yes. It's Malcolm Gladwell's book talks about like the dad role and the mom role
In a gay couple?
in a gay couple.
I'm assuming the bottom takes the mom role.
Probably.
Yeah. They're already.
It's good to know that when a gay guy drops off the kids, I'm like, bottom. Bottom. No, I would think that, if you have children, you're versatile. You're just bored. And I think gay men are more verse than I don't know.
Or I wonder if they switch it up, like who's the mom day to day.
What about lesbians then?
No.
Lesbians?
Same thing.
They're both
One
dads.
will like wrestle and like beat you up and prepare you for the
When
role.
my husband's out of town doing shows, I wrestle with my kids, and I was told I had to take off all my jewelry because I scratched them and stuff. And I'm like, and so I took off all my jewelry and like put my hair in a bun, put like basketball shorts on and like a sports bra. And I was like, all right, dad's gone. And I had to I rough them up and I hold them upside down. And the dad is 6'4". So the kids are they're like pit bulls. They're like big puppies, when you see a dog and you're like, it's going to be huge. Right now it's cute and little, but like it's growing at the paws are big.
Yeah.
And the kids are going to be huge.
Next question. Should we do it?
Let's get into it.
I'm going to stop talking about children.
Martin, I'm a regular white guy in Dayton, Ohio.
You are regular.
What's up, Martin? He says, I'm thinking about becoming Jewish. What are the best and worst cities in America for me to move to as a new Jew?
Brooklyn.
Best or worst?
Best.
Worst.
Worst. Why?
Everyone's hates Jews.
I thought half of Brooklyn is Jewish.
And they hate Jews too.
Okay.
No.
Wait, I don't think that's true.
And they're all self-hating.
Oh, and Kyrie Irving used to live here. He really hates Jews.
And
No, he
also
doesn't.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he does.
No, he didn't. He watched
got to
one
talk
movie. He watched one movie about like the Holocaust that didn't like align with what, but he never said anything.
He said it
bad
didn't
about it.
happen.
He didn't.
He's
Never say. He
in
said
the
Earth
earth
was
and
flat.
the earth is flat.
He said the Earth was flat. He
both.
never said the Holocaust didn't
Yeah, he did.
happen. No way.
Yeah.
That'll be a fact check. He never said the Holocaust.
He said the Holocaust didn't happen.
I'm on it, folks.
I don't think that.
And
Well,
then
they had
owner-
a talking to.
Yeah. I don't think he ever
Or
said
did he
it.
retweet a movie that says
That's
the
what I'm
Holocaust
saying. He
didn't
watched a
happen? And he was
movie.
like, you guys
And
really
he was
great
like,
info.
there were some really good points in this. He didn't say the whole
What's
thing.
the difference?
Because he could
The whole
agree
movie
with
was
some
about how
points.
the Holocaust didn't happen.
You can agree with certain things in a book and not say the book is good.
Not that book.
You're like, Mein Kampf has a couple of good points.
Yeah, I know. It was a whole movie.
We're literally living it, Mein Kampf, and it's still in the Naval Library, but I know why the cage bird thing was taken out. So was he wrong? Trump believes it. Did you see that? DEI took out a bunch of books from the Naval Library base, like a lot of books that he thought were like for DEI. That
But yeah, because when
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Navy, I think reader.
Right. I know why the cage bird thing was taken off. A couple other books. Mein Kampf has 2 copies still left in there. They never took those down.
But that doesn't prove that Kyrie Irving.
I'm just saying, people agree. I guess Trump thinks there's some good points made in that, but it's not all bad.
But he's wrong.
Of course. But Kyrie said the same
No,
thing.
but they can both be wrong.
The point is, the best
Anyway,
place to be
best place to
Jewish
live in.
is
We can
not.
disagree.
I think Vegas is a good place. I think wherever you are, you can just be Jewish and it's fine, and everyone hates us and it's fine.
I think Florida would be.
It's so hack. It's so hack.
I don't think everyone
Oh,
hates
the Jews.
Jews.
It's the when things
More
are,
people hate Jews than I realized. I will say
when
that.
things are
But
going
I don't think
awry.
everyone
When
is.
things are going well, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
We're all happy. We're rich. Yaha, I love Jews. They're so fun. Holla. L'chaim. And then when things are bad and people are like, wait a second, my stock isn't going well, my crypto's not going well, they're like, fuck Jews, it's the Jews. That's what happened. Germany's the economy kind of turned down and they were like, who do we blame? And it's
Yeah, the Jews.
them.
Yeah.
And it's so hack.
I think Kanye's the
Kyrie
only
was
person that
having-
hates Jews. I think Kanye definitely hates
Kyrie
Jews.
was having a bad season, so he blamed the Jew. Who does it? Why did I not get a
The
triple
owner
double?
of the Brooklyn Nets. He wasn't talking about all Jews. He was talking about that
The
Jew.
owner's from China.
Oh, shit. Well, then never mind. I thought the Brooklyn Nets owner was Jewish.
I will say this, because one of my best friends, Michael Kaplan, is Jewish, and for years was like, everyone hates Jews, everyone hates Jews. And he would also say, because I do a lot of shows at private country clubs, and he was like, oh, they all hate Jews. I bet they hate Jews. No one ever I knew hated. They didn't. I was like, you're kind of delusional. I don't think everyone hates Jews. And then October 7th happened, and I was like, oh, I guess more people hate Jews than I realized. But it wasn't those people. It wasn't like the white Republican people as much as it was. There was a whole nother group of people who hated
There's
Jews.
a lot of brainwashing happening. The point is, if you have a political idea or an idea about the Middle East and you're white with a septum piercing, it's like, good, great, thanks, purple hair, white girl. You get Middle Eastern politics, purple hair, white girl. You get what's happening in the Middle East. You've never been before. You can't point to it on a map. Sure, you have a really, really good point. And everyone's allowed to have an opinion because it's America. But I think any hatred of any group of people is so vile and so disgusting. We cannot point fingers and say we hate this group, right? That's wrong.
No, I hate individuals.
But I am a little offended that if there was a lot of hate towards, I'll do what a producer does, fill in an ethnicity. Okay,
What
in
about
your
like
brain.
Russians would be a good one because there's
or
Ukrainians or like someone that's at war right now.
it has to be kind of an ethnicity that you can't like. I moved.
Oh, that you can't like see.
Maybe.
What are you trying to say?
Like I can see. Whatever. The point is, hatred towards groups of people is so vile, so disgusting, so awful. I believe in togetherness, supporting, loving community. I like diversity. I like different people. We should all be getting along. And all of that is what like the super liberal people believe and want, except for they're super comfortable with hating Jews because of their success. And if you look back, the history of why Jews have made money is because Catholics were like, you can't borrow money. That's yucky.
Yeah.
You cannot charge interest. And so the only ones left were the Jews in the ghetto. And they're like, we'll give you money and charge interest. And then they got rich. And then they said, fuck you guys, you're rich and we're not, and you're the problem and we hate you. And that happens over and over again. And so you're like, but they're only...
So Jews stick to their own and that's how they acquired that wealth.
We don't want to. No one wanted to do this yucky money job. So the Jews were like, I guess we'll do it because they were banned from trade schools. They're like, you can't go to Oxford. You can't go to this club. So I don't think it's new. It's super duper old. Every problem that we're talking about with Jews is like, we can go to Egypt. We can go to Italy. We can go to Germany. Like, what page in the history book do you want to go to?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And it ends with a bunch of dead Jews and then white people feeling bad afterwards. So I'm kind of excited to jump to that point.
So white people are the problem.
She
always.
just said she didn't think that you should by race.
Well, we can't
What
see
happened
them.
to not
We can't see
deciding
them.
by, I thought you said individuals. You just said a minute ago individuals.
Now that I think about it, white people as a group tend to bug me.
So is Tampa a good place to live as a Jew?
It's all white people. I mean, it's nowhere is good. Don't do it.
Don't
you
be
want
a
a good
Jew.
life?
Just don't be a Jew?
You want a good life,
Martin
an easy
in-
life? Do you want an easy life? Don't be Jewish.
Martin
it's
in
not
Dayton,
for you.
Ohio said, so you're telling him just don't be a
Don't.
Jew?
Don't convert.
Oh, where's a good city to be Jewish? I don't know. Go to the history book. What's a good year to be Jewish? 2 years ago. October 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Fair point.
I just don't. It's not fun. It's not easy, and I'm sure. I do wonder what it's like to be a black person. There's hatred right in the world, and not in Brooklyn. We all love black people, and obviously women.
Personally, and this might, I think black people may be hated more than the Jews, but I could be wrong.
Now we're talking about. Now let's get into this conversation.
And maybe
This is a
I would
conversation.
never be able to answer that, and
Yeah.
I would never even try to answer.
But I
that.
understand where you're. I mean, anti-Semitism
But
is
you
a real
can
thing.
see
But
it.
I'm like, sure.
You can see it immediately.
But the thing is, you can't always tell a Jew just by looking at him. You know black. When
I
you see
like that
black.
though. I like that everyone's like, you can't tell a Jew. You got to smell them.
Yeah.
You got to open their wallet and check for all that ugly Jewish money.
That dirty money.
Because see, we all thought Joe was Jewish, and then we find out he's fucking Italian.
I have to say,
So you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we do.
Like
he's doing a real good job being Italian. I got a nose job, and I didn't want to be Jewish from like 2 blocks away.
That's normally how I spot y'all though, by the nose. So I wouldn't have known. Yeah.
And now everyone's like, Mamanita, and I'm like, hola.
Oh, yeah, it's a little Puerto Rican in there. So, what is are you a sellout? What is the community think?
I am trying to survive the world. I just want.
Adapt or die, Turner.
I'm like, we're a year from me in an attic. And believe you me, I've been journaling because bitches want to get famous.
You gonna get your Anne Frank on?
Yeah.
She got published. What about me?
She's a published author. Yeah, right?
But yeah, we're gonna repeat history over and over again. I mean, we're so comfortable. It's so cozy. You're like, let's put on those warm, comfortable, anti-Semitic socks. Oh, cozy. It's cozy. I miss those.
That's pretty great.
Everyone's comfortable. Racism, when you're like, hey, people don't like black people, it's like, then they're a fucking racist piece of shit.
There's a line in the sand.
There's a word for people who don't like black people. Racist piece of shit.
Yeah.
But then the word for someone who doesn't like Jews
I
is
know
called
what they're called.
a Brooklynite.
No, they're called Columbia students.
Yeah,
I think,
exactly.
right?
Well, they're not Columbia students. They actually dug into who these people are, and they're people from other countries hanging out on Columbia's campus.
Oh, like non-students.
They're non-students. A
Don't
lot
you
of
have to
them
have a student ID to get past that
A
gate?
few of them
Now,
have.
I was actually up there over the weekend, just paying my respects. And
You're setting up your green tent.
it was, yeah. Handing out leaflets. I was tearing down hostage posters.
I want to be in your body one day when people are like screaming mean things about Jews. I just want to be in a white Republican's body.
Why do you think I'm white?
It's your body. It's not you. Your soul is a good person, but your
Republican
face,
body is crazy.
Your face
I'm
and body.
apolitical. I vote for whoever's good. I don't vote. I don't think
I
want to
be in your
You
body.
don't vote either? I was like, what the fuck, Turner? Damn.
Are you even a citizen?
Wait, I'm going to El Salvador very soon.
It's a great place to be Jewish there.
Anyway, the president's a Jew. Oh, isn't he?
I don't know.
Salvador?
I can't keep up. I
Nayib
cannot
Bukele?
imagine. It's the
They don't
Jews
make
taking all the
Mexican
jobs no one
Jews.
wants.
He's not Mexican, first of
El
all.
Salvadorian.
Jesus, this guy is... You have a master's degree.
Tomato is Central America.
What are you talking about?
Man.
In a way, it is tomato. We've developed lines
Borders.
and borders, white colonists.
But the Mayans,
wait.
the Mayans didn't have borders. It was their
Aztec,
whole entire
Mayans. Yeah, they're just like-
peninsula.
they had Quetzalcoatl, they had the gods, they had bloodletting, good, clean culture.
Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't do anything.
Because you're white and you're Republican, Turner.
We all decided that. I thought we weren't deciding off race.
We're bringing it down on the man
No,
this
the
episode.
point is that it's not good to hate a group. You can hate individuals.
Exactly.
Hate individual
Hate
people.
me personally.
If you
You're a
don't
nice
like
guy.
Jews, give me a list of the 5 Jews you don't like, and I'll allow you to dislike them. Just like you can pick 5 black people to dislike. We can pick 300 million white people to dislike.
Hey.
300
Hey, easy. All right, we got to wrap this thing up.
We do.
Yeah, we've only got through 2 questions. Normally we do 4. This is a pretty amazing episode. No, this is great. This is what we want. I would rather do 1 question a week. You know what I mean? When it's going well, you
I
do
don't
less
know
questions.
if me speaking is going to solidify everyone's anti-Semitism.
People are going to love Jews more after
No,
this episode.
they'll be like, what is that?
They're going to hate me.
My purpose on earth is to, unfortunately, I have the name Esther Steinberg, and it sparks conversation. I cannot avoid it. If my name was like Christine Stein, they'd be like, I don't know if she's Jewish, but like Esther Steinberg, like, it's so Jewish. How do you even breathe? And so I got a nose job, but I want to be hot Jewish girl because I want to turn the narrative. If we have enough attractive Jewish women, people will like Jews
I've
again.
met plenty of hot Jewish women.
There you go. So why hate on? Why
and
hate on a
normally
pretty
they
girl?
got they got cake too. A lot
And
of
let's-
Jewish women be
I will
having
say
booty.
that
Sometimes I like to divide Jewish men and Jewish women, and I'm like, hey, think about a couple of bad guys in the Jewish place. All men. I can't think of a bad Jewish lady.
That's always a good move to say that, to deflect. Like the white women do that a lot. They go, no, it's the men that are bad. We're good people.
Yeah, Karen.
That's always
We
a good
believe you.
one. That's a
Yes,
good.
It's the men
That's always a winning strategy.
calling the cops on people fishing.
Well, also, who's in charge? Is there a female president or prime minister who's making great decisions and making the world a better place? Or is it just a bunch of men ruining the world by being like, my dick is bigger than yours? Pew, pew,
That
pew,
lady in
pew.
Italy is pretty bad.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
maybe they'll fuck it up even worse. Men are doing a good job. We
Angela
like 'em.
Merkel's okay in Germany.
But I want world peace. I want everyone. I want a kumbaya circle, and I want everyone to love each other. And I don't recommend being Jewish. It's hard.
That's the show, everybody. Thank you, Patreon subscribers. Stick around. We got your bonus question coming up in just a minute. Everybody else, we will see you next week. Come to our show, May 22nd, New York Comedy Club, right in New York City, 6 p.m., May 22nd. We're all doing stand-up, and we're taking your questions live. That's it.
Joe, fact check.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I forgot Joe.
Do you want to do it on the Patreon?
No, sure. Well, how
All
are we
right,
doing
I'll
on
just do it real quick.
Okay.
Peter Turkson is the guy that's going to be the Black Pope if he wins.
Oh.
He was the Bishop of the Cape Coast and would be the first Black Pope. And when asked what his Pope name would be, he said it would be Pope Sean Paul II.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit. That was racist. Sean Paul II. Just give him the light.
Yes, I was
You'd be
waiting.
doing his speeches in auto tune.
I will just end on that one.
That's
Yeah, all right.
What did you find about Kyrie Irving?
Okay, so he tweeted a link to a movie called Wake Up Black America, which some people would describe the movie as stuffed with anti-Semitic tropes.
One thing is clear to me is that black people and Jewish people they are allies. They are allies. They are allies. Jewish people must be allies to black people. Black people must be allies to Jewish people. We're trying to fight.
In a perfect world,
We're
yes.
trying to fight the white people.
I don't know how that's going to happen.
We are allies.
I mean, I think
It's an ally situation.
We both had like struggles very soon. I used to do a bit about this, but we've had similar struggles. So I don't know why we wouldn't, but I'm telling you.
There's black Jews. It's not like it's white Jews.
The
People are like,
Israelites,
white Jews.
the black Israelites.
There's not white Jews.
They are black Jews, but
There's not white Jews?
There's white Jews, there's brown Jews, and there's black Jews.
Oh, yeah.
They're in Ethiopia. They're out there, so it's crazy.
We built the pyramids for you, Nick.
I'm not Egyptian. You keep saying me. Everything's me. Everything bad in the world is all of a sudden me.
Turner.
My parents are from New Mexico. We have no connection to Egypt.
Okay, it's El Salvador.
New Mexico. That's it. That's the show, everybody. Stay black.
You've got a question, but you're scared to ask. Just drop the boys a message, cause they're up to the task. They're all